Nakastigo mga kababayan ng DepEd ngayon ng mga congressmen sa hearing ng kanilang budget for 2025. Nahalukay kasi po yung inefficiency ng previous leadership. Grabe po yung nakalkal na problema. Kaya pala mga kababayan, bagsak sa PISA. Alam na, talagang mahina po yung pamamalakad sa DepEd nung previous leadership. Malamangan niya, Mr. Maravillas. Lalong umusok yung mga
nagpapagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu na lipunan. Pulsa, opinyon, para at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Pulsa, what you see is what you get. You decide.
Umusok si Inday at mga supporters niya. Iisipin nila, mga kababayan, na sinisiraan sila ng Congress. Laging hindi po kayo sinisiraan ni naman ng Kongreso at kung sinong tao. Yung mga masama ninyong gawain at kapabayaan sa trabaho, yan ang sumira sa inyo. Tama pa? Ito yung balita ngayon sa Impact Leadership. Kimbo criticizes DepEd budget utilization, hopes improvement under new leadership. So sabi dyan mga kababayan, si House Committee on Appropriations Senior Vice Chairperson and Marikina 2nd District Representative Stella Kimbo raised concerns about the Department of Education budget utilization, yung paggamit niya ng kwarta. Pagkwarta niya, Mr. Maravillas, talagang may problema si Inday. Yun ang kainaan po ni Inday. Yung paghawak ng kwarta. Ang problema, mga kababayan, yung ugali pa ni Inday, ayaw nang tinatanong. Sabi ni Inday noon, bigyan daw siya ng 100 billion, lahat ng problema sa DepEd solve. Additional na budget, isosolve niya yung problema. Ipinagyan siya ng enough budget mga kababayan sa DepEd. Ito na nga ngayon yung nakalkal ng DepEd. Pero ang dami pa ring problema. Ang daming lumitaw na problema dito po sa hearing ng Congress. Problematic yung budget utilization, yung paggamit ng pondo na binagay sa kanila sa DepEd. So sabi dyan, Kimbo noted that while the efficiency in spending confidential funds was at 143%, ang bilis. The slow utilization of regular funds as highlighted in the 2023 Commission on Audit Report was troubling. Kaya nang tanggalan po ng budget sa confidential funds yung DepEd, saka yung Office of the Vice President, doon nagsimula po yung matinding pagtatampo. You see, 143% na niya yung spending sa confidential funds. Pagdating niya sa regular funds, napakahina. It is troubling niya. She emphasized that this inefficiency has resulted in delayed, partial, and non-implementation of various programs, leading to the wasted funds and time. Nasayang yung pondo po, pati yung panahon, mga kababayan, nasayang. Time is gold. May nang leader talaga po si Pusit. Mabilis lang po, magbuga ng tinta. Si Pusit. You see, Kimbo expressed hope that the new leadership under Education Secretary Sani Angara would bring renewed focus on addressing the country's significant education crisis. Yan yung sabi niya sa hearing kanina. O ngayon, hindi pa tapos mga kababayan habang ginagawa natin itong podcast. So sabi po ni Kimbo, mga kababayan, siguro wag na nating i-congratulate si Secretary Sani mismo, kundi i-congratulate natin ang buong bansa dahil nagkaroon tayo ng bagong pag-asa dito sa pagharap sa ating napakalaking education crisis. Nakakalungkot na pagdating sa COA report, yun ang isa sa pinakang malaking finding ng COA report. In 2023, low utilization. Yung full story ng balitang yan, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ang ating video. At huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, Aleco Bills, PLDT, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Gilon Maravillas, contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan po yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Yan po mga bagong clients namin. Napakaganda at colorful at napakalinis ng aming gym po. Pati mga foreigners po pumupunta sa amin. Mga British tourist po sila dito sa Legazpi. Na-set up na rin po yung aming mga brand new gym equipment. May treadmill na rin po kami. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream. Pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kasukasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Naing siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry, may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayosan niya, Mr. Maravilla. Ibig sabihin, mabagal ang paggastos at may natitirang pondo. So wasted funds, wasted time. Sayang ng pera po, sayang ng oras. Hindi nagamit para po sa tamang intensyon ng pag-allocate ng pondo. Pero pagdating sa confidential funds, 143% yung utilization. Kasi kala ni Inday, hindi ipapublicize yung audit. Ipinablish mga kababayan yung paggamit ng confidential funds niya. 125 million. 11 days, ubos, simot. 73 million mga kababayan, disallowed ng COA. Dito mga kababayan, sabi ng party list congresswoman, party list representative na si Franz Castro, impeachable offense. So namomoro na si Inday mga kababayan. So sabi po ni Kimbo, ang efficiency pagdating sa spending ng confidential funds, 143%. Congratulations po. Pero pagdating naman sa regular funds, napakabagal po. May delayed, partial at non-implementation of various programs. Nakita ninyo kung gaano ka inefficient po yung previous leadership ng DepEd. Buti na lang po naisipang mag-resign. So yun ang pinakamaganda mga kababayan na nagawa ni Inday sa ating bansa, yung mag-resign siya as DepEd Secretary. Kasi bagsak na bagsak mga kababayan, yung quality ng ating edukasyon. Kawawa yung mga bata ka, Inday. And siguro, diretso na siguro na gawin ni Inday ang ultimate sacrifice. Diretso na siya na mag-resign as Vice President siguro po. Kasi, because we Filipinos deserve more. Backfire niya, Mr. Maravillas. Backfire. O ngayon, pakinggan natin yung porsyon ng ginawang public hearing, budget hearing po ng DepEd. Si Congresswoman Gerbil Luruistro calls out DepEd over delays in the rollout ng mga computer materials, ICT materials, mga computer units sa mga eskwelahan. Sabi po dito ni Representative Luistro, sayangan niya na umingi kayo ng budget. Pagkatapos ganito lang yung nangyari. Kaya hindi niya nakapagtataka kung bakit bagsak tayo sa PISA. Yung DepEd Secretary, sige po pamulitika kung ano-ano yung pinagagawa. Imbis pumukus po sa kanyang trabaho as DepEd Secretary, mas may panahon pa kay Pacquiao. At sa kung ano-ano mga issue, pagdating sa trabaho niya, wale. You see? Sayang po talaga pasweldo. Pakinggan natin ito. Yung galing po ito sa sa hearing ng Congress, budget hearing ng DepEd. Dali lang po.
Po sanang tanungin government official from the previous administration of DepEd, the time of the previous secretary. In 2023 po ba, ano po ba ang ratio natin ng teacher to computer set at ng estudyante to computer set? Madam Chair?
Sino ba in charge ng computers? Admin? Maybe our director for, because the previous undersecretary for admin has resigned, Your Honor. But we have with us the director for IT, that's Director Pitagan. Maybe we could ask that he be recognized to explain and answer the question. With your permission, Madam Chair.
Director Pitagan, you're recognized.
Blessed morning to all. Ma'am, for the student ratio, currently we are one computer per...
If I may interrupt, we are asking for the year 2023, sir, so we can relate it with the result of the AOM for 2023.
Ma'am, for the 2023 fund, ma'am, the computer ratio is 1:9, meaning one computer, 9 students po.
That is 1:9. One computer for 9 students. How about the ratio for the teachers?
Ma'am, for the teachers, we're getting the ma'am, the grand total dito po yung region is one computer is for 30 teachers.
One computer for 30 teachers.
30.57.
That is almost saying impossible to facilitate an e-learning system having one computer for 30 teachers. And I believe, Madam Chair, that this validates the reason why the DepEd in 2023 requested and lobbied for an allocation amounting to 11,361 million. In other words, sinuportahan po tayo ng Senado at ng Kongreso in addressing this need, in addressing this gap. However, if I may request the Secretary to flash the next slide. If I may invite your attention to the current appropriations. Ito po yung appropriation for 2023. The amount is 11,361 million. However, Ang naging utilization po niya is only 19.22%. That is equivalent by way of obligation to 2,183,000,000 and disbursement to 2,075,000,000. So, bakit po sa tindi ng pangangailangan natin for ICT packages, Madam Chair, out of 11 billion allocation, bakit po 2,075,000,000 lang ang naging disbursement? Can we hear from DepEd?
Please answer the question. May we direct Director Pitagan to answer, please?
Thank you very much, sir. Ma'am, for the 2023, when the new administration came in, the priority was the continuing 2022. That's why for 2022 funds, we have the 92% obligation. Now, yung 2023, ma'am, tumawid ngayon siya na 2024. So right now...
Madam Chair, if I may interrupt,
Opo.
parang ang hirap pong i-appreciate nung naging explanation nyo na ang priority nyo is continuing, which is the budget from 2022. Why therefore did you request for 11 billion for 2023? Kung sasabihin nyo ngayon, ang priority nyo is 22, kaya hindi nyo nagamit yung 2023. Alam po ninyo, Mr. Resource Speaker, doon po sa amin sa Batangas, hindi po magkamayaw, hingi ng tulong na estudyante, teacher, and even PTA officers. Lahat ang problema nila, computer, laptop. Now we have this 11 billion budget. You requested this for 2023. Bakit po ang disbursement nyo 2 billion lang?
Yun, ma'am. To answer the question po, in May 2024, nabili na po natin yung 2023 budget. Ang pending po natin, 95% na yung ating obligation. Kaya lang po hindi po nagre-reflect is because we are asking for the modification of the expense class from capital outlay to MOOE.
Madam Chair, yun po bang May 2024 na sinasabi nyo, does this pertain to the 2 billion disbursement?
Hindi, ma'am. This pertains to the 8 billion more na hindi pa na gagamit.
So nasaan po yung 8 billion?
Ma'am, yun, nagamit na po natin to.
Where are the computer sets now?
The computers now are being delivered to the schools. Yung pong hinahanap nyo na 20...
Who can validate that information that they are being delivered to schools? Because as far as I know, napakatindi po ng pangangailangan for computers ng ating mga publics. If I may continue, Madam Chair, he made mention about the continuing appropriation. So let me invite your attention to color blue slide. Ayan po yung continuing appropriation. We have 9 billion budget. Tama po si Mr. Resource Speaker. May nagamit na 8 billion. But what surprises me a lot, punta po tayo sa baba. Both the current and the continuing has an accomplishment of 0%. What? That's our Resource Speaker of this report. This is as of December 31, 2023. And if I may add, Madam Chair, pagdating po natin dito sa accomplishment report, I hope the people of Batangas are listening to me. Para hindi na nila kulitin kung nasan itong mga
physical
computer.
accomplishment,
We're talking
quantity,
about
percentage, 0.
2,349 LC, 2,648 smart TVs, 12,022 laptops, 7,558 laptops. That is for current appropriation. And for continuing appropriation, Madam Chair, ang hindi po na-deliver, 6,770 packages. And the breakdown is 4,067 LC,
0
337
accomplishment,
smart TVs, and 2,366 laptops, with 3,161 laptops for non-teaching personnel. This is as of December 31, 2023. Nasaan po itong mga equipments na ito?
Madam Chair, Your Honor, yung pong 4,067
Baka nasa lamang
laptops
ka po.
na-deliver ang 91.47%. Yung pong sinabanggit nyo na 337 packages ng smart TVs, na-deliver na po natin ang 91.6%.
Dapat
Doon po
i-check
sa
po siya kung
laptop
totoo.
for teaching na
Baka sa papel lang po, sa
2,366
report.
packages, 100% na po na na-deliver natin to para sa mga teachers. At yung apps for non-teaching, na-deliver
Ghost
na rin po
delivery
ito ng
siguro.
100%. These are all
Zero accomplishment.
accounted for the Fund 2022.
May we request the resource speaker to submit to us the documents proving
Yes.
all the delivery?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Tama.
can we go, Mr. Resource Speaker, to the current appropriation?
Para
Nasaan
sigurado po.
itong 17,019 packages under the current appropriation?
Okay. Under the current appropriation for the e-learning cards, that's 1,655 packages. Medyo mababa pa po yung ating delivery dito, which is 3.44 delivery, because the contract, ma'am, the NTP was May to December. So ang target po before the end of the year, may bigay po yung lahat ng ELC. Sa STV naman, ma'am, it's the same. For 5,942 packages, it's 3.77% na po yung na-deliver.
If I may interrupt, Madam Chair, in other words, the average percentage with respect to the delivery is 3%
Yes, ma'am.
out of the total number of packages.
Yes, ma'am. Because the procurement of the current 2024 happened in January.
Madam Chair, I hope that the DepEd, Mr. Resource Speaker, realizes that the specification when we talk about ICT changed so fast.
Baka
Hindi
obsolete
ko
na,
po
may deliver,
alam kung
obsolete
paano
na.
nyo i-realize ito. Possible significant changes already with the
Obsolete
specs
computers na pag
of the
na-deliver.
ICT packages for the current appropriation is originally allocated.
Thank you very much for that very good observation. Ma'am, all our packages from e-learning card to STV, laptop for teachers and laptop for non-teaching are duly vetted and cleared from the Department of Information, Communication, and Technology. So nagsasubmit po kami sa kanila ng tech specs, including that of the 2023, and they gave us the corresponding clearance.
What causes the delay?
Ma'am,
Or should I say, who causes the delay?
Ma'am, hindi naman. Ma'am, kasi yun nga pong 2024, yung current fund, syempre po nagsimula po kami ng procurement ng January.
No, this is 2023 budget.
The 2023 budget. Ma'am,
Current appropriation pertains to 2023 current appropriation.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yun nga po, if I may backtrack a bit, kasi po noong 2023, when we first came in, yung new breed of leaders, hindi pa po nagagalaw yung 2022. So naging priority po muna yon noong 2023.
I will go back to my question, Madam Chair. If your priority is 2022, then you should not have requested for 22. Kanina
Correct.
po may nabanggit na nasa house. Ano po ba yung nasa warehouse?
Ma'am, yung nasa warehouses na nabanggit, these are not these lots. Ito pong DepEd computerization program na ito po yung recalibrated DCP. Yung pong nasa warehouse, those purchased during 2020, 2021.
2021.
Yes, ma'am.
Ito pong
Baka obsolete
2022,
na
ito
po
yung
yun.
2023, ito po yung dinideliver pa lang ngayong
Napaglipasan na ng panahon.
2024.
Yes, ma'am.
2021
Madam
pa.
Chair, I just wish to manifestation about the significant delay in the proper bidding, procurement, and delivery of all this ICT equipments. Ito po'y kailangan ng ating mga public schools. As a matter of fact, I wish to believe na ito po ang dahilan kung bakit ang Philippine education ay nasa bottom ng ranking ng PISA. Mayroon naman po tayong budget. Why don't we act promptly so we address this problem in the Department of Education?
Thank you very
Correct.
much, Your Honor, for that observation validating the need of technology for schools. Ma'am, kaya po ngayon, doon po sa hinihingi namin na 2025, we have started already the early procurement activities. Para po ngayon this year, meron na pong NEP level, sinimulan na po namin yung EPA activities para nga pagdating ng 2025, mabili ka
Madam
agad at
Chair, I wish to go
ma-deliver.
back to my question. What caused the delay in the procurement for 2023? Because I do not consider as a valid excuse na priority nyo at 2022. Please give me a valid reason.
Well, some of the reasons na nilagay din po namin, number one, we have to, since bago yung leadership, we have to recalibrate. Kasi ma'am, dati e-classroom Sean, so we have to really do an extensive onboarding of all the strands, all the people on the ground. Ano ba talaga yung kailangan? Magbibigay ba tayo ng computer laboratory? And a whole other...
Ibig sabihin, Mr. Resource Speaker, while you are doing all this procurement, you have not made up your mind as to the specification of the ICT that you are procuring. That is a manifestation, Madam Chair. I acknowledge that my time ended already. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Problematic po yung DepEd na iniwan ni Inday. Laging problema po yung namana ni bagong DepEd Secretary Sani Angara. Pero pasalamat na rin tayo na nag-resign si Inday, mga kababayan. At sana diretso na rin na mag-resign as Vice President po. Kasi mas mahal ni Inday si Pacquiao kaysa sa people of the Philippines. Nandun kay Pacquiao po. Nandun siya sa pagsuporta sa pugante. Imbes na sa biktima ng pugante po. Nandun siya sa bilyonaryo.